Good morning!
Guys, today's video was filmed a few days ago before Mary's surgery when we were back at the hospital. So we didn't want you to be confused as to why we're back at the hospital.
We're not, but we were.
And so here you go. Every hospital room has its unique quirks and setup and everything.
What we've noticed about hospital rooms, it is what you make it to be.
Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be.
Good morning, guys. At the hospital. I'm right outside of Mary's room where we've been here for a few days now. Every hospital room has its unique quirks and setup and everything, so we like giving hospital room tours. And one of the unique things about this one is it's an airlock room, which Mary doesn't need to be in, but they use it for some like airborne precautions with some diseases. But one of the nice things about it is there's this little entry room outside of her hospital room, which makes it really nice that they put on their gowns and take off their gowns outside of her room, because usually it happens inside of her room. So it's a little perk of this little hospital room. But as you can see, Mary's on enhanced contact precautions, and behind the door I ran into the computer stand.
It's a little bit of a smaller room, so everything is right there when you come in.
It is, but it was a week ago that we were sitting down with Mary's doctor
Outpatient.
for CF clinic, and we didn't know what to expect. We knew Mary's health wasn't great.
And we had a lot of catching up to do and things to talk about and questions and all of that.
Yeah, and so we're super grateful to the sponsor for today's vlog, which is a brand new app that is free. And it's called A Bridge. And we used it for the first time last Thursday when we sat down with Mary's doctor. And we're excited to tell you guys about it and show you how it works. Okay, we're gonna try out the A Bridge app for the first time and record our conversation with the doctor today to see how it goes. So I think all I do is just press this and it's recording.
Testing, testing.
1, 2, 3. Basically, it's this free tool to help you meet with your doctor, to record your visit, and then to walk away with insights and a way to remember everything that you talked about.
When we got there, Peter started the recording. It's an audio recording on your phone. It's stored securely on the app, and we just set the phone next to us. It audio recorded our conversation with my doctor, and then once the visit was over...
Pressing I'm all done. Recording complete. Okay, who did you speak with today? CF. Doc. Go. Okay, done. Okay, so it says preparing your conversation.
The app takes your conversation, creates highlights of certain like keywords. So if I was like, oh, what did he say about that antibiotic? I'd look in the insights for the word antibiotic, and it would have that little transcription from that portion of the conversation.
And then you can click on that and it takes you to that portion of the recording. So it's really this helpful tool where they created an algorithm with all these medical terms to help highlight the key moments in your conversations with your doctor. And
when I heard about it, I was like, this will be super helpful for people who don't have a friend or a relative who can come to that appointment with them. Or like sometimes I'm in the hospital, and when the doctors come around at a random time in the morning, Peter might not be here. I could use it at that time to record the conversation so that he can keep up with it.
And I was actually, to be completely honest, I was skeptical about how well those insights would work.
Right.
And after that appointment, I scrolled through all the insights and I was like, wow, it was super accurate with grabbing some of those key words.
Right.
Okay, I just got this notification that meaningful moments are ready from that recording. So it like uses the algorithm and highlights some key words, like you can see it highlighted: transplant, liver, lungs, liver.
It's ready while we are out waiting for our car to be ready.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's just a really good way to catalog it, and you can share it with, like, you can securely share it with your friends or your family afterward.
So it's an app to help you personally digest all of the information during your appointment so that you can remember and understand, because sometimes it's just really overwhelming. Head down in the description where there is a link to download this free app, and I hope that this can be really helpful for a lot of you guys. We really enjoyed using it, so we are really glad to be able to tell you guys about it. And we'll also tell you about the rest of my room tour.
Yeah, so it, like Mary said, it's a small room.
But it has big windows.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's not so much the size of the windows, but it's a nice view. It's a city view. We got sunlight coming in. Ollie is just soaking up the sunshine right now. We noticed that sometimes he lays so that his head can be in the sunshine and feel the warmth. But what do you want to show him?
So, I mean, the typical stuff. There's a table with the supplies, the accoutrements, the IV pump, the nurse's station, the vest, the sink.
So it's a little crowded in here with all the
Logistically,
stuff.
it's a little challenging, but we're making it work.
Yeah, totally. And Mary, this is something that we always take note of, is how well the tray table works, because sometimes they're a little rickety and don't roll very well, but this is a good working
We got a good roller.
tray stand. I have this chair that folds down into, you grab this handle here and just kind of pull it, and it's got wheels on the bottom. It's pretty easy, and it just collapses down into a bed. And I wouldn't get one of these for home, but it works, you know? I guess that's my way of saying it's not the most comfortable thing in the world.
Right.
But
But one thing we do like about having a tiny room is that we get to sleep right next to
yes, every night Mary's like, hospital sleepover.
hospital sleepover. So then pretty much the rest of the tour is a tiny crack in the
Yeah, which is
area
actually
for
pretty
the-
helpful. We have just our suitcase and just our extra bags over there. And obviously the windowsills are perfect spot for soaking up sunshine. Mary was sitting over there earlier today.
And then lastly, the bathroom.
Yep. And let's see here. It's a small bathroom. Got sink. Hey guys. Shower, a little triangle shower here. And the toilet. What do they call it? What do you call it?
A commode? Johnny? John?
No. Like a toilet room,
Water room?
water room, is that what they call it? I don't know.
What are you thinking?
When we were getting tours of houses, what
a
did they?
water closet.
A water closet, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay, there you go. There's my water closet.
There's the water closet.
But yeah, I mean, what we've noticed about hospital rooms, it is what you make it to be. So I had a room last year that was like a suite, man. It had a table and chairs, it had a couch, and like huge wall of windows, and it was awesome.
It was pretty great.
It was amazing. But this is the room we got this time, and so it's very sunny, and that is amazing.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's a Hoyer lift, and Mary really, really wants to try it
I would
out.
like to try it. I mean,
She's mentioned it to a couple of nurses.
nobody has let me try it though.
But yeah, so that's a little tour of our hospital room. One time when we lived in Chicago, Mary was put in, like, they had this luxury
I think it was for like if the president is in the hospital. I'm not
I
kidding.
don't know who they put. It was like wood floors, leather couch. I don't think it was leather, but it was
The bathroom was the size of this room. The bathroom alone. Oh, it had the wood armoire with the TV in it. It was
so
crazy.
funny.
Which actually, I was the last person to stay in that because they were gonna rip it all out.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think that might have been the best hospital room ever.
Yeah, I wish we vlogged back then to show you guys. Yeah, but anyways, I'm glad we vlog now so you can see this glamorous hospital room. But no, it is nice. We're thankful for it. And did I mention it's got an orange wall? I think that's unique about this one. I don't think.
And I just realized we're gonna get a lot of questions. Wait, you're an adult. Why are you in a children's hospital?
True that.
So I have cystic fibrosis, and here the adult and pediatric cystic fibrosis patients come, and we are admitted and we are seen outpatient at the children's hospital, but we are treated by physicians trained in adult medicine.
Yeah. So it's an adult program.
The benefit is an orange wall and a pretty shower curtain.
Basically, when we first moved here, Mary was a patient at the adult hospital across the street, and that hospital started running out of room for patients, and so they created this program here at Children's that has basically a young adult program.
Yep.
So it same care, just different place.
Yep.
But thank you
room.
guys for hanging out in this little hospital room.
We always admire you guys for sticking around for a couple of weeks where our videos are all in the same room.
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking around.
And I know today's vlog's a little out of order because Mary hasn't had sinus surgery yet. She's having that tomorrow, and we'll probably post that video before this one, but it's so you can catch up on what's going on by clicking the links in the description. Don't forget to check out that cool resource from a bridge.
As always,
We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
And good night to the Ollie boy, Sunny boy.